Exactly. Liyue is now an 8+. The easier we can make it to
Right? I also thought it was enough.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smooth. We also gave quite a...
Cool! Turns out you two and...
Toys?
You see, Miss Kuching, that...
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside, but to me, think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite... There's an old poem that goes, "O kite, born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found." In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to if the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity.
That's the Kuching we know.
Well said, Miss...
And I also know quite... For example, whenever a kite...
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. My grandfather First, you use the thin strips of bamboo then, you look towards the sky and release... Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites.
Are certain designs associated with certain...
Well, for example...
Fascinating. What
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good for...
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about... If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my...
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting... If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a... The rules are simple. Whoever...
I've already prepared more than enough empty...
Oh, Paimon was on board the...
Then I'll look forward to seeing...
You bet! See you then! Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people? Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? Well, yes, but... Something's up. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up... Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left. Stirring up... Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. And we should strike first, you know.
Oh.
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before...
Whoa, where did... You should be the one doing the enlightening, but don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could...
One bears no secrets before two such as yours. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm...
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck...
You may want to hold your tongue, Pai.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name.
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit.
Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, we'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested.
Preposterous! Utterly
Right! Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know.
You may recall that in order to preserve the In fact, the seeds are one of Streetwood Rambler's cultivar. The plant neither wilts nor withers, and thus one had no choice but to foray into town to inquire from Streetwood Rambler a gentler and more easily managed variety.
On your way, you were
How did you come into
the young lass, Yao Yao.
Alas, one can
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
curious about.
Wait.
Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper
We're
is here, but
How
why
did you come into this?
The young lass, yep.
It is but an inept. Long have the mountains remained strangely. With Lantern right near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer.
Cloud Retainer is hard.
One must never rest idle in the face of the.
But a moment ago, one heard you.
Perhaps there are aspects.
Cloud Retainer.
One surmises. However, if you do.
sure. Have a safe trip back. Enjoy this.
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.